What is going on, YouTube? We back on another Thursday. We let some people roll in. What's up? Good evening. Why loves to motivate. I appreciate you for tuning in. Let's put this phone on do not disturb right now. Um, let's see. Get set up. How y'all feeling today? How's your week coming along? All of those good things. Just hope y'all feeling good. My week has been good. It's a couple rough days where it's in my head a little bit. But we here now. I shook that off. It lasted for just a short amount of time, but we are back. Also, the podcast is back this week too. So I will put the link for that right here in the description. Let me drop that in there right now in the chat. So if you want to check it out, if you haven't checked out the podcast, then you can. So we right there. So I just want to say, everybody, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. This week, we chopping it up all about choosing your life and not letting your life choose you. Basically, just settling for mediocrity. When I say mediocrity, I'm not saying that you look at life as average. I'm saying when life happens to you, you allow it to happen. You don't try to take control of your life, and you know that you like to. So you settling for it. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. Just basically, how do you design your life, and especially when you feel like you're on autopilot, how can you change that a little bit? Where I know life happens, so we're gonna get into that. Just want to say appreciate everybody for rolling in. I see you, Baseby. I appreciate you tuning in. Coach P, Yolanda, I appreciate every single one of you. It means a lot. And anyone who's not commenting, that's cool at all. Just you want to watch, that's good. I appreciate that as well. So anyone who's here, let me know where you're coming from. Let me know how you're feeling today and how your week has been going. And then we will get back to the chat. I must say, if any of you are new here, I sometimes glance over looking at my notes. So that's what I'm doing when I'm looking over. That's all it is. I want to ask you a question though. If your life stayed the same for the next 5 years, would you be happy? Like with the way your life is going right now, like if it just stayed the same, nothing changed. Your income didn't change, your lifestyle didn't change, your mindset didn't change, your body didn't change. Nothing changed in your life. Would you be happy right now with where you are with your life? And I'm pretty sure like 99% of people, probably 100 people, I'll say 99% of people will say, nah, they wouldn't be happy with their life because we always looking at dreams. We always striving for more. And we know we can do more because these thoughts were put into our head, but the journey and the path to attack these goals, it becomes difficult because anytime you try anything out of your norm, it becomes difficult and you become challenged. And the reason that these challenges happen is because you're not yet the person that you need to become in order to make that a reality in your life. And that's something that I had to face. I was telling myself that last night. I couldn't sleep. And I was telling myself that I'm standing in my own way. As much as I try to help other people, how can I help myself? How am I standing in my own way? How am I blocking my own blessings? By being stubborn, by sticking to the things that I'm used to, by just doing the things that I think I should do that's been working for me in the past, not realizing that is something different that I need to try. It's a different comfort zone that I need to acquire. And then once I get comfortable there, I need to look for a new thing outside that box. Ivan, I see that's a great question. So going over here in the chat, Javante, I appreciate you tuning in. And everybody, if you're not subscribed here, go ahead and subscribe and give this video a thumbs up as well. We come here every Thursday. We joining up. Give y'all just a different version of me where we raw and uncut. Just we can communicate. So it's not just me talking all the time. And, so if you have any questions, you want to drop anything in the chat, feel free to do so. So back to what I was saying. We had this concept of choice and default living. Default living is what most of us are used to. Is what we've been conditioned to. They tell us to go get a job. You just get happy with that. Have a paycheck that's consistent. But a lot of people get burned out. They lose faith because it's boring. It's consistent. It's a consistent thing, but there's no fulfillment there because your days look the same. There's no challenge. And as humans, if we don't have any challenge, then our minds just look at it like, okay, this is easy. We don't have to do much. Our job is easy. You need to make your job hard for your mind because your mind's job is always to keep things as simple and as comfortable as possible. And that's what happens in most people's lives. How many people can relate? You done got a job, you started making decent amount of money, or you made enough to find a lifestyle that you like, okay, this is better than what I had before. So I'm gonna just be grateful for what I have. I'm gonna be happy with this. And then you have people around you that don't strive for more and they just see that, oh, you're doing good. But you know in your mind, I had a bigger vision than this. I had a much bigger vision, but I feel myself settling because I'm right in the middle with everybody else. I'm right here and I'm just a little bit above certain people that's in my immediate circle. So you don't have any aspirations to challenge yourself because everything around you is normal. I don't know if everybody has dealt with that or have you seen that in your life. You know, people around you where they make your situation look good and you look at your situations like, nah, I need to do better. And you're not wrong for wanting more. You are not wrong for wanting more. You're not wrong for looking at life for something else that it can offer that you don't have right now. So that's what I want you to do is think about, are you choosing your own life or are you living by default? And again, default happens by accident sometimes. Default happens because you're comfortable, you have a family you need to take care of. So you put security over the risk. A lot of times that's what it is because you begin to get these bills, you begin to get a family, and you're looking for security. But really, the thing that you think is secure right now, that job that you have, the money that you're making, is that really secure? What if that company goes away? What if you make a mistake and they decide, hey, we letting you go? And you've been living on default this whole time. And you don't even know how to take action you don't know how to take your life into your own hands because you're so used to being a robot. They tell you what to do, they tell you where you need to be. And I'm not saying that, you need to go and be an entrepreneur, but I'm saying you need to go and think about what is it that I want for myself where I'm designing it. Whether that be you striving in your career, whether that be you looking to better yourself in any type of way. It's not just saying you need to go out there and create your own business. That's not what I'm saying. If that's not for you, then don't do it. I appreciate you, Eastside Josie, for tuning in. Facts, Baby. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate all of it. So I just want y'all to think about that as we go through this. Have you been living your life by default, or have you been designing your life? Have you been taking control of it despite what happens to you? And a lot of times we set out to design our lives, especially when we're younger. We like, you know what, life is gonna work out for me. These are my goals. But then again, those challenges happen. You hit those roadblocks, and then you find different things that you don't have within yourself that are required for you to achieve your goals. So now you settle into your comfort. You settle into what's easy, what's not challenging you. You begin to settle into those spaces. So I want you to think about your life and continue to ask yourself, how am I designing my life? How am I taking control of it? Despite what's going on in your life right now, despite what's not working out in your favor, are you allowing that to stop you? Are you allowing that to break you down? Because all it is giving you resilience. It's giving you the cues that, hey, look, I'm giving you this because I know you can handle it. You may not see it right now because some of us would choose a moment of comfort instead of a lifetime of fulfillment. We feel happy and comfortable with our life right now, so we don't really challenge ourselves. We don't challenge ourselves, and then we look up time has passed by. Now I have another question for you. What if you could sacrifice 2 or 3 years of your life? Just think about how fast this time is going by. Think about where we are right now. When we recording this, it's August, like August 13th or somewhere around there. What if you had to sacrifice 2 or 3 years of your life to live below your means, to go through any struggles, to live a life of fulfillment and security that you created for yourself? Some people not able to go through that moment of being uncomfortable, not having things. They want everything right now. They want that immediate gratification, that instant gratification. And sometimes it's just the sacrifice. It's the taking one step back so you can take 2 or 3 steps forward. And I know this because coming from environments where you don't have much, what happens? You begin to get that freedom once you get those paychecks. All the times your parents told you couldn't have stuff, you go get it. You misuse credit. You don't understand it because it's people that's not telling you how to use these things. So then you look at life like, you know what, I can do what I want to do. And then you want to always have the later things instead of just sacrificing, understanding how you can save, you can invest. It's all these little different small things that we sometimes learn later, especially now since this information is readily available to us. So people learn these lessons later in life. So I want to ask you that question now. What lessons have you learned that you haven't been applying? You know you can do better, you know you should do better, but you're not doing it because of comfort. You're not doing it because you don't want to disrupt your habits. You don't want to look a certain way in other people's eyes. You don't want them thinking, oh, they not doing good. Oh yeah, they over here doing this. You know what? Fuck their opinions. Fuck those people's opinions because those same people will sit there and judge you whether you do it or you don't do it. Those same people will sit there and look and say, oh, dang, I see what they're doing. It's not about them understanding what you want to do. It's not about them giving you the permission to do it. It's about you blazing the path for yourself. Despite who's supporting you, despite who understands it, it's about you designing your life and not living by default because of the comfort of others, because of others not understanding. So I just wanted to drop that on you. So choosing your life, though, every decision that you make or you avoid making is a vote for your future. So decisions that you're making, is it a vote for a yes in your future or is it a vote for a no in your future? And a yes is saying, this is me taking control of it. This is me choosing my path. And a vote for no is you not facing the challenges. You not being open to change. You not being open to expanding yourself. You not being open to discomfort. Because eventually you will get comfortable again. What happens when you go out into the cold? Eventually you get warm. Can't say the same you go out into the heat. You just stay hot as hell. It don't matter what you do. You take off all your clothes and you're still gonna be hot. So we're gonna use cold as an example. You go out there and you adjust. You adjust yourself. You get in your car. You get comfortable. You turn the heater on. Do whatever you need to do to get comfortable because now you're in a different climate. And it's the same in your life. Sometimes some cars, hey, the old cars, take a little while. You gotta let those warm up before you get in there before the heat warm up. But the other ones you can hop in, you get warm. Either way, you find your comfort zone again. And that's what I want you to think about when you're choosing like the yes and no's in your life. Like, what thing am I willing to take on? What thing am I willing to sacrifice? So that's one thing that you need to think about when you're making decisions in your life. Do you want comfort now or freedom later? The trade-off is always going to be some type of trade-off. If you want comfort now, then you trading off for your future to look up and say, time passed me by and I wish I had did this. I wish I had stuck around. I wish I had tried more things. And it's never too late. It's never too late to reinvent yourself. How many people and stories have you heard where people say that I changed my life? I looked up and I decided that I didn't want this for myself anymore. And they were in their 40s, they were in their 50s. We've heard these stories, and these people are just like you. These people live the same life as you. They breathe the same air. They on the same earth. They have the same 24 hours. They may have a different skill set. They may have more connections. There are some differences, but all that means is just that they may get to the goal line faster than you, but that still doesn't kick you out the race because they made it before you did. And it's never in comparison. Because the beautiful thing about your journey is that you will face the challenges. It will be a long road. But when you look back, you'll be able to say it was all worth it. All of these struggles, everything made my success, made me reaching this goal that much greater. I feel that much better for reaching my goal because I stuck it out, because I didn't quit. I didn't stop in the middle of the path because it got hard. I didn't give up because I didn't have what it took. I didn't give up because the road blocked me. You stayed in that race. So I'm asking you now to stay in the race. Whatever you're doing, if you're thinking about designing your life or you in the middle of designing your life, stay in that race no matter what, no matter what's handed to you, no matter how challenging it gets. Some people can't be handed these same challenges as you because they don't have the heart to handle it. But you do. Whatever challenges you face, you have the heart and the strength and the skills to overtake these challenges. So I don't know who you are and what you're facing right now at this moment, but I just want y'all to stay in that race. And again, if you're watching this right now live or if you're watching the replay, go ahead and get us a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't done so. Just want to say I appreciate every single one of you. We still got more stuff to go. Just wanted to let you know I appreciate y'all just checking out the chat right now. So we see people coming in, and everybody who's not coming, that's cool. Hey, I appreciate y'all for watching. It means so much to me. So the cost of settling, that's the next thing on my list. The cost of settling. It's always obvious because, well, it's not always obvious because it creeps in through your routines, your comfort zones, through your fear. Like we were saying earlier, you realize that you work your job for a while, the years pass by, your family done grown up, your kid, you look up kids, it's been 10 years, you're like, dang, hold on, they going into middle school, they going into high school, this time has passed by and I haven't done nothing for myself. So a lot of times that you don't realize that you're settling because you just live in the day to day. You surviving right now. You just surviving and you're able to survive and live a decent lifestyle. So you don't realize that you're settling. So I want you to do an analyzation on your life and realize that, is this what I really want? Is this what I want for myself? Do I want more? And what can I do? How can I change it? It's about holding yourself accountable. It's about being honest with yourself too. The most uncomfortable thing we can do is look in that mirror and find our flaws and address them. Because that's the ugly parts of us that we sometimes want to avoid. Sometimes the ones that cause arguments when we talking to other people, because they picking these things up on us, and sometimes they hit a hard spot. They hit a spot where it's like, damn, like I don't want to talk about that. Like, why are you addressing me in that manner? So tackle those small things that we sometimes don't want to open up to. The things that make you the most angry are the ones that you need to attack the most. Living with what if regret. And do you want to live with a what if in your life? Do you want to look up 10 years from now saying, damn, I wish I had done it? What if I had done it? Or you had those regrets? Or you just sitting on the line, you sitting on the sideline playing it safe? If you watched some of my videos before, if you listened to my podcast before, you've heard me use this term of being at a sporting event where you could hop in the game. You could get in the game, but you continue to sit on the sideline and be a spectator. You continue to watch everybody else highlight reels, looking at the scoreboard, seeing who put scores on the board, looking to see who's the leader now. You seeing the people run laps and they like, damn, I can't do that. Oh, I wish I can. And you over there judging them like, man, why they going that way? When you can easily just step into that race too. And again, it's a step in the race for yourself. You're not racing these people. It's a race for you, because it's always going to be a marathon, never a sprint. It's never about who gets there first. It's about getting there. So are you being a spectator right now in your life? Are you someone that's just sitting there, just spectating? You just watching life happen. You're allowing life to happen to you. You're not taking control of it. And it may be parts of your life where you being a spectator, and it may be other parts where you actually in the game. And you thinking about, oh, I want to jump over there into that sport. I want to go and try that event. But you still being a spectator because you could be in more than one sport at once. So how are you living your life? How are you choosing? So do you want to live with that regret? Because it's times where we notice that we settle. It's times where I noticed that I settle, but I had to shake out of it. I had to get out of my head. It was all in my mind. It was all in my mind because I'm comparing myself. I want everything to be perfect right now. So I failed to take the small actions to make sure that I do create a better masterpiece, that I do create something better, that I am establishing something that's sustainable. But I'm sitting in my head. Nobody else even know these things are going on because I'm not expressing it to anyone. Nobody else is telling me you can't do it because I haven't even done it yet. So I don't know if you can relate to that. If you lived in your head for a while, you went through these different phases where you see other people, you see their success, you see where they are on their journey, and you compare and think you need to be there right away. And if you think that, I want you to say it's not true at all. The time that it took that person to get to where they are, it may take you half the time. It may take you a quarter of the time. So you can still experience those same results, even better. But you have to start. You have to start designing your life right now. If you're not, Or sometimes maybe you designing your life, but then you just need to go back to that blueprint. You need to go scratch some things out. Like, you know what? I was doing this wrong the whole time. The best thing you can do though, when you go redesign your life, make sure that you build a solid foundation. That's making sure that you have the right habits, develop the right mindsets, have the right skills that can't be taken away from you. So when I say your foundation, these are all the things that can't be taken away from you. When you think about your foundations, always when you start over, you got the right mindset. It's not going anywhere. You had that growth mindset. You know that you can do anything. You had the right skills that can't be taken away. So these are the things when you build your foundation, when you build your blueprint for your life, make sure that you focus on these things. And you can do that by reading, listening to podcasts, because the world has so much free information right now. So it's no excuses. There's no excuses as to why you should know anything or why you shouldn't be learning something new. There's a lot of videos. People that have succeeded, they laid out their blueprints through interviews, through books. So you could steal someone else's list. So I like to use this one thing where I say I build my own list of mentors. People that I look up to in different sectors of life, whether it be business, personal growth, or finances, any of those things. I find people in those spaces that I really connect with and I like their story. And I analyze these things. I read these things and I learn the lessons that they learned through their living, just through them telling their story. So that way I can skip some of the mistakes that they made because they already made those mistakes. And so the next thing we got, overriding your mind to do the hard things. Your brain job is to keep you safe, as we were saying earlier. So it's not about happiness because it resists that change. Your brain will always go to autopilot. It'll always go to what's comfortable. So make sure that you be mindful of that and challenge yourself. Do the hard thing no matter what. Even though your brain want to do what's easy, do what's hard. So how can you break through that mental resistance? Just small commitments, because the big ones, they seem scary. Start so small that you can't even say no. So what are some small habits and some small tasks that you need to do? So you may have a goal that you want to lose. Let's lose weight loss as an example. Let's say you have a goal that you want to lose 10 pounds by a certain amount of time. It's scary to say you want to lose all those 10 pounds, but let's say by the end of this week, I want to lose 2 pounds. How are you going to do that? Change your eating habits, go exercise, lifestyle changes, all those types of things. So it's the same with you and your goals. Same with you and your life designing it. Think about the life that you like to design. What things are you going to do every single day to make sure that's a reality for you? Find someone that holds you accountable. Find someone you can communicate with, someone who's on the same path, someone who want to do more with their life. Be an accountability partner. My bad. Mouth over here getting dry and stuff. Where my water at? So find an accountability partner. And this is one of my favorite exercises to do. Look at your future self. Like, look at yourself in the future when you've already hit everything that you want to hit. How are you living your life? How are you spending your time? Where are the places you're going? Who are the people you're interacting with? What things are you interested in? What are some of your hobbies? Become that person now. What's stopping you from becoming that person now? All it's going to do is just fast track your path to where you want to go. All it's going to do is just invite those things that you want in your life into your life sooner than you expect. So there's just a few things, and it's never too late to pivot. It's never too late to change, because time can pass by so quick, and you look up, it's been 2 or 3 years, and you're already a master at something. So don't use time and your age as an excuse. The best time to start was years ago. Second best time to start is right now. I know sometimes we hear these things and then we just go back to our regular routine. But as we get out of this, I want to challenge you and I want to ask you to find a goal for yourself. Find a way to challenge yourself. Find a way to challenge yourself and write that down. Like, what's a way that you like to grow? What's something that you've been avoiding in your life within the past months, within the past years? What's the uncomfortable truth that you've been telling yourself? So analyze that, write it down, and really make that commitment to you. This is, you listening right now, you watching, you just nodding your head saying, yeah, that's right. And then you just going back to your same routine. And then you're going to look up 6 months later, your life will be the same. A year later, you'll be in the same place, saying the same things. So it's all about you holding yourself accountable. You holding yourself because no one else is going to make you do it. Even if you have an accountability partner, they can't pull you out your bed. Because how hard is it for you to get out of bed? Sometimes it may be hard for some of you, but you still get up and do it. So that's a choice that you made, because you can choose to just lay there. You know what? I'm going to call off. I'm not coming in today. You can choose to not shower. You can choose to be like, you know what? I'm just going to chill today. I'm just good. I'm not seeing anybody, but you make those choices. The same choices that you make for your regular daily lifestyle, make those same choices for your future. Decide that I'm going to do this. That's what you need to tell yourself as we go through it. So audit your life right now. Think about, are you living a life by default or by design? So pick that action that you want to take and just start building a habit and ask yourself, am I choosing this or just letting it happen to me? So we're going through the chat right now as we get ready to wind this down. Good evening. I have a fun. Yeah, sometimes that release is needed. I told her she needed. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, now sometimes we need those conversations and just need to vent and be in different environments. So now I appreciate every single one of you tuning in. Don't forget that the podcast is back live. Put it in the comment again there. We have a new segment. We have just a new brand altogether. You say you thought about calling off today, but I had to remember the mission. Absolutely, man. It's up to you, because you can choose to call off. Like, you know what? Sometimes you do need to call off for yourself, though. You know, sometimes you got to take moments for yourself and call off, but make sure that you make that time count if you do. That's all I'm saying. So now I appreciate every single one of you tuning in. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to the channel. We have new videos coming out next week. And again, like I said, the podcast back up. I'm excited about that. I have some more announcements coming. Go out there and remember to commit to yourself. It's all about you telling yourself and make sure that you hold yourself accountable. So that wraps it up. Want you to hold on, new comment. Oh, appreciate it. All right, then y'all go ahead and have a great day. And remember, everybody is greatness within, even you.